Hello, so in today's video, we're going to continue with these graph transformations. So we're now going to look at the transformation y equals minus f of x. So if you've got a graph y equals f of x and you've got a sketch of that graph, what would the sketch of y equals negative f of x be? What would that look like? So that's the one we're going to focus on today. So remember, we've got this graph that we've been looking at in our previous videos. We've been looking at this function y equals f of x, and we've been doing all of these transformations with this function. So this one here, this a times f of x transformation, the stretch parallel to the y-axis, this f of ax transformation, this stretch parallel to the x-axis by a factor of 1 over a. We've been doing this translation by a vector of 0a, so an upwards or downwards translation, and this one here, a translation to the left or right by a units. Today's video is going to be about this negative f of x transformation. So what would this new graph look like? Again, let's just make a note that this is our original function. So we've got the original function there. So the new coordinates, sorry, the new y coordinates are the negative ones of the old ones. So y equals negative f of x. F of x was our old y coordinate, as we can see here, but our new y coordinates are now negative. So we're taking the negative of the y coordinates. So we're looking at all of these y values on our graph, and we're making them negative. We're making them the opposite sign. That's what we're doing. So, for example, this -1 on the y-axis there is now going to become a negative 1, so a positive 1. So something like this. -0 is still 0. So that's still 0. That's still 0. So the graph is just reflected up, well, upside down like this, basically. It's going to look something like this. So this is our graph of y equals negative f of x. So what is this graph? So this is a reflection over the x-axis. That's essentially what it is. So if we negate our y coordinates, we're basically reflecting them over the x-axis. So this transformation is a reflection in the x-axis. That's literally what it is. It's just flipping your graph upside down because you're making your y coordinates negative. You're negating all of your y coordinates. So yeah, that would be this transformation. Is just simply a flip upside down, a reflection in the x-axis.